And I like to compare the different eras. It's real different. The way I compare the different eras from the 80s and 90s when Michael Jordan played into today's game, I think in the 80s and 90s, back in that time, I call it a sprint. In today's game, it's more like a marathon. And I'm going to tell you why. The 80s and 90s when Michael Jordan was coming in, I call it a sprint because every game was played like it was his last. Everybody was jockeying for position, trying to get into the playoffs. So you had this competition on both ends of the floor. Everybody's trying to get the better of the other guy. You had more injuries, you had more fights, they didn't take a day off. It was just high competitive basketball back then. Everybody's jockeying for position in the playoffs, so you're going to get high stakes defense and offense, and I loved it. It wasn't whistles blowing all over the place. You can beat up guys. So yeah, I call that a sprint. In today's game, man, these rules they incorporated just won't dictate that kind of style of basketball play. And I understand it. You know, this game, it had to evolve into something else if you want to keep the right product on the floor. But in today's game, you got load management. That's one reason why it's a marathon. People are looking for the long stretch, trying to be healthy, trying to get your team together and make sure all the pieces are there when it comes to the playoffs. That's one reason why it's a marathon. Everybody's out there. You might not get 110% every 82 games because people are taking time off, plays off, things like that. But as far as the overall game, I have no complaints. I'm going to always watch. You might not agree with some of the rules that they incorporated, but you got to roll with it. If you're a big fan of the game, you're going to watch.